For today's recording, we're going back to a matchup between Chaos Theory and Next Design. This is my prepaid Chaos Theory Parasite Recursion deck. It's very lean. The only programs are Data Sucker, Parasite, Worm, self-modifying code, and a surprise admin in there. So the Next Design player starts with 3 ice, and he's got all the centrals iced along with the remote and a card in the remote. And he's only got 6 credits. Didn't draw any economy, or at least if he did, he didn't play it. So we're gonna install Data Sucker and poke around a little bit. Pretty happy he drops down 2 credits there, so we're gonna play the self-modifying code and run R&D. If he lets us through, which I imagine he will, we're going to drop the self-modifying code for another Data Sucker. And it's pretty basic Parasite Recursion stuff. We're gonna try to get 2 Data Suckers out, try to get them ticking, and then get us in position to get some ice destruction going on. We pulled the mandatory upgrades on R&D there, and our opponent has gone full on tilt now. Man, I don't understand that. So he's complaining because he's got 8 agenda points in hand, and I pulled an agenda out of R&D. But I mean, rejected. That completely changes how I play now, knowing he's got 3 agendas in headquarters. I mean, variance is a part of the game, and well, we'll come back to that in a second. So what I should have done here is click for 2 credits, run the remote. I didn't want to use a Parasite on the paper wall, but you gotta get rid of the melange. That would put me at 3 credits, 2 to install Parasite, 1 to blow up the melange. Instead, I face check R&D, I lose a Data Sucker, and now he's got melange. So, poor decision making on my part there. But we will play the Parasite to blow up the Roto turret and get a few more axes in R&D. Anyway, as with any card game, variance and luck is part of the game. And what I love about Netrunner is you have more tools to mitigate bad luck with Netrunner than you do in any other card game I've ever played. I mean, when you get swamped with when your agenda flooded and you're swamped with them in headquarters, there are a lot of outs and ways to play around it. But when you get emotional and frustrated, you tip your hand, and then you're definitely in trouble. That was kind of the case with my opponent here. Anyway, right now I'm trying to get some economy stocked back up. I get the prepaid out and get Sure Gamble going. I still need to do something about that melange, but I'm just going to have to let him have money right now. I'm running 2 or 3 clone chips and NetrunnAAR Labs access in this deck, so it is full on Parasite Recursion. We're going to keep running R&D as long as he lets us in. It's the Adonis campaign there, and I just can't afford the drop-in credits to go trash it right now. We play the prepaid, click for credits, and that'll allow us to draw a few cards and play a Sure Gamble next turn. That's probably the Adonis he installs right there. I still have mixed feelings on prepaid and chaos. It's very good when it gets set up, and it really starts paying off if you levy and start recycling back through your economy cards once you have a couple prepaids out. And you see it allows me to play Sure Gamble from 4 credits right there, which is very handy. That said, you make your money back off of prepaid much faster in Kate, where you have the 1 credit reduction for installing it. So I still have mixed feelings on it in Chaos Theory. Installs a second piece of ice in remote server. If he wasn't just bluffing earlier and he really was flooded in headquarters, that's probably an agenda coming out. But before he starts dumping them all into the remote, we're going to go ahead and check headquarters here. I also want to blow up Melange this turn. That's enabled by having those 2 clone chips. But in case he's running NAPD contracts, I want to hit headquarters first here. There's an Aries, so if what he's telling us earlier was correct, there's still 2 more priority wrecks. That's very likely a priority wreck in the remote server behind the ice, and he's got 1 in headquarters. Might have been worth he's already got 16 credits. It might have been worth the 1 in 3 shot to hit headquarters there, see if we can pull a game-winning agenda instead of trashing Melange. I think we'll keep drawing. Next turn, we can click for a credit and play Sure Gamble. Yeah, we won't be able to click for a credit and Sure Gamble because I trashed the Melange. I know I don't really have the money to go trash the Adonis. Yeah, we're just going to set up for next turn. Unfortunately, that means giving him Adonis. He's really run away with economy right here. Okay, so he's going to start advancing the card in the remote. Advance twice, so still sticking with my assumption that that's probably priority wreck. We'll see what he raises to keep us out. I probably should have installed Atman here.
Login rejected.
He's still on tilt. Should have installed Atman there in case he's got another roto turret. I really don't want to lose my next step, my other data sucker there. Yep. And now I'm going to pay for it because there goes another roto turret and a data sucker. I might could have trashed the Adonis there. I mean, I obviously could have. I don't know if I should have. And he gets a free Heimdall 2.0 out of that priority wreck. So now we're going to install the admin at 0 and start hitting headquarters. Because I don't have a way past that remote right now. So we're going to try to pull him out of his hand before they get to the remote. And there's the party wreck. That's the game. Catch you next time.